Shikues nderuar televizor shqiptarët Amerikës, ndodhemi në New York, jemi konkretisht në zyrën e Asambleistit, zotit Mark Gjonaj, tashmë njihet në komunitetin ton, është do thosha djali shqiptar më i suksesshëm në fushën e politikës nga shqiptarët deri tani, dhe ajo çka shikues nderuar është më e rëndësishme është sepse është një djalë që do thosha ka një suport të madh, do thosha një falënderim të madh për familjen e tij, sepse megjithëse ka lindur këtu në mes të New Yorkut, ai e flet shumë mirë për mrekulli i gjuhën shqipe. Edhe unë e falenderoj zotin Gjonaj, po njëkohësisht edhe familjen e veçanërisht prindërit e tij që i kanë dhënë këtë edukat. Zoti Gjonaj, faleminderit që jeni me televizorin shqiptarëve të Amerikës. Neve spari para se të fillojmë me ju bisedën, do të ndjekim fjalën ne kemi përkthyer edhe në Shqip, që ju mbajtët në takimin me biznesmenet, me rritjen e biznesmenëve të Shtetit Bashkuar të Amerikës, pa shqiptarët që u mblodhën në takim, ku kishte edhe presidenta, edhe kryetar shtetesh, edhe personalitetet tjera politike, por e kemi veçuar atë sepse na keni emocionuar me mënyrën e të folurit, po na keni emocionuar edhe me çka sollet ato mesazhet. Është mirë ta ndjekim dhe mandej do të themi përsëri në bisedë bashku.
Me brama komunitetit shqiptar. Good evening, President Bisede, Prime Minister Mustafa, dignitaries, and honored guests. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to address all of you and share this moment in history at the first International Albanian Business Conference in New York. I welcome all of you and share with you that it is emotionally sensitive for me to look around this room and see so many of the world's who's who, individuals that are successful in their own industry, profession. It's heartwarming to see so many of you gather. I take us back to the beginning of the evening, when so proudly 3 national anthems were played, and where I so proudly kept my hand over my heart for all 3 national anthems as we see them here. I first congratulate all of the men and women in this room, not only for making the sacrifices to be here, but for the accomplishments and the achievements that each one of you have made. You all deserve a round of applause for your success. We heard from our president and the prime minister of both countries, and via telecast from the prime minister of Albania, Edi Rama. But the real message here tonight is you. The real story is you. And that is that although you have made strides and successes in your own industry in various countries, and those countries include Austria, Canada, Czechia, England, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Kosovo, Macedonia, Montenegro, Norway, Beersheba, Sweden, Switzerland, and the United States. We have a moral commitment that must be made. We have an obligation not only to our new countries, but to our homelands. This isn't about asking for a hand out. This is asking for a hand up to all our brothers and sisters back home. Where your successes, your expertise, your connections, your influence in your own countries can make a difference. Folks, I was fortunate to be born in this great country. Many of the people in this room were born outside of the Albanian territories. But we've never turned our back or forgotten where we came from. And it's beholden upon the men and women in this room that we protect our national treasure. And that is our language and our identity. That we do our part in our homelands to make sure that those that are still there can continue to thrive. The truth is, many back home have lost hope. Many are disenfranchised. The youth see no future. And its current trend is not favorable. The people that are here tonight can make a difference for those, can help alleviate some of that suffering, can shed light for a brighter future. All I'm asking you to do is do what you do best. Invest in your industry, in your business, in your profession. Just do so in our motherlands. I encourage our governments back home to also do their part. These forums should be held by both the Albanian government and the Kosovo government. Recognize that yes, although we live in various parts of the world and we have borders, our history and our language and our culture unites us. And we can make it a favorable environment for you to invest. We can assure that you will not be subjected to corruption. No government can guarantee you a return on your investment, nor should they. But no businessman and investor should be seeking to go back to their homelands to buy things that are worth $1 and pay pennies for. We all know what sound investments are. We all know what investments are riskier than others. Our homelands need us. They need your expertise. Our future depends on the men and women in this room. But I also implore you to continue to strive hard in your new countries. Become politically involved. Make that difference. For I share with you, as you continue to succeed in your new country, and we've been down this road so many times, politicians, electeds will invite each and every one of you to attend their fundraisers and ask you to make donations and support them during elections. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the power to bring the electeds to your hometowns. Your success warrants that those elected approach the community, the Albanians wherever they are in the world, and ask them what it is that you need to continue to thrive and make their country so great. You have more to offer. They need you more than you need them. And that goes true for our electeds back home, which we're happy to work with and partner with. But the truth of the matter is we need partners, true partners that are committed to each and every one of you. The diaspora has a role. And that role is not to make friends with our governments. Our role is to work with the powers that be. Our role as diaspora is to be the voice of opposition when any leader does not work in the best interest of its people, the country, and the greater national cause. I know that many of you have sought to make investments back home and continue to do so. I encourage you to do so wisely, but do so united, because there is a benefit when you work with a greater group and you make an investment back home because you have a louder voice. One man with one business will not have the protections of dozens of businesses coming together to invest back home. We know that you look for return on your investment, and yes, because the climate may not be favorable, these are risky investments that you make. But with risky investments also come the possibility of great returns. And the returns that we're looking at are not just monetary, but the returns when we protect and work and help our brethren back home. You can't put a value on that. So I implore you to continue to work hard. Think about the fact that someday on our final hours, when we look back on our lives, the question will not be how much wealth you have accumulated, how much brick and mortar you have left your children. I truly believe the question will be, am I leaving this place better than I found it, and what did I do to make it better? So make it better for our future, for all our leaders.